Hey everybody, Ryan here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be checking out the Master Lock Laminated Steel Padlock. Now when it comes to these type of padlocks, there's a ton of different types and brands available. But for me, one really kind of sticks out in my head, and that's just the Master Lock brand, you know, kind of the old classic. And honestly, I feel like just about everyone has had some experience with them one way or another, whether you know, you use the Master Lock when you're going to high school to lock up your locker, or lock up the gate at your house, whatever the case may be. You know, these are ones that you really can't go wrong with. There's a reason that everybody knows them, and that's because they work well like they should. So this actually is a commercial grade lock, and so it's extra heavy duty, and honestly it kind of feels that way. You know, it feels like it does have kind of a step up over, you know, just your good old classic padlock. Feels good in your hands. You know, everything's well built. It is made from laminated steel, and so that's multiple layers of steel more or less compressed together, and that makes it super strong. So you're really gonna have to put a lot of effort into this thing to get it off. With that said, it does come with a couple of keys. All right, and they're keyed alike. And what's nice is the fact that if you need multiple locks, chances are good when you usually have one lock, you know, you need a few more. You can actually order these and get them to where they're all keyed alike. That way you have one key and that'll run all your locks. You know, you're not gonna have to have a big old keychain clanking around on you to get all your locks undone. With that said too, I mean, it's smooth. You know, the operation's smooth, just as you'd expect from a Master Lock. You know, when you hit the key, that kind of springs open, and just feels nice and tight. Feels good in your hands, and I would feel a lot more confident having this on something. That way we know we can keep it secure. So now, just to make sure that this is going to fit around whatever it is you're trying to lock, we'll go over a couple measurements. The actual shackle diameter is going to be 5/16 of an inch, and when it's in this closed position like this, it's going to be 15/16 of an inch tall, so from the inside edge to the inside edge there, and it's going to be 3/4 of an inch wide. So something that's really important to note about this particular lock is the fact that it does not have the key number imprinted on the lock cylinder, and that's not something you see with every padlock. A lot of times the locks will have some numbers there where you put the key in, and that indicates to you what key that you're going to need to use to unlock it. Well, the problem is you can order replacement keys. All right, so if that number was on the lock and someone really wanted in, all they'd have to do is look at it, go online and pick up a replacement key, and then they don't even have to mess around with trying to bust it open or anything like that. And this one does not display those numbers, so nobody is going to know the correct number combination, the key number that you're going to need to unlock it, other than you. The number is displayed on the keys, and you're going to have them. So as long as you don't lose them, or maybe even jot them down, take a picture of them, something like that. That way if you need a replacement, you can get it. But the good news is no one else is going to be able to have that information unless you give it to them. So at the end of the day, a great general purpose lock. You know, you really can't go wrong with it. It's going to be really versatile, whether you're using it for a trailer like this, maybe a spare tire lock, or maybe even just to keep the gate at the farm secure. It's going to get the job done.